Ugh, more visitors? I have those atronachs out there for a reason. Can't you see there's no room? Oh, for Vex's sake, never mind. What do you want from us? Did she now? How prescient. Quite impressive, wouldn't you say, Geralt? Yes, I thought so too.
Hello,
I'm glad she
thank
chose to give it to me,
you.
and not
Hey,
that
lady.
guar-faced bumbler Jinrissa. I suppose she wants something in return. These hirelings always do. Ah, yet another social climber. How tiresome. Still, exchanging a simple endorsement for valuable property seems like quite the bargain. Very well, it's a deal. Get out, be a dear, and fetch me that pen. What? Oh, fine, I'll get it myself. This should do. Now, off with you. My friends and I have pressing business. So much to do!
We will review the request soon. In the meantime, continue your studies.
Muthsera Sooth is most kind. I thank you. Excellent! I ran into Councillor Angharal just a moment ago. Totally by chance, I might add. I asked her about the potential for advancement. She hedged a bit. This endorsement will make all the difference. Well, that makes two of us.
Always. She is busy and in a hurry. She is always busy these days. I worry.
If my superiors weren't watching, we could deal with this. I was hoping for more, but this will do.
She is always busy these days. I worry she flirts with the flames of the sun and does not know to fear the fire. My heart and I have barely spoken. She strains her spines both day and night, poring through tomes and hatching her schemes. Her eyes are fixed on the next rank, and the next after that. I fear for her. A soul without rest grows dim as twilight. No, she has not. All to the good, I guess. A finless fish weakens the shoal. But enough about me. You, my friend, are a mighty swimmer. Seek her out in her stone-dwelling place. If I know my heart, she will certainly have a task for you.
Oké, waar moet ik nou heen? Hem kijken weer.
pleasant surprise. Stay a while, won't you? Always pleasure to see you, Sarah. I'm glad you dropped by. I could use a friend right now. I just received a summons from the council. Typically, I'd be overjoyed. After all, I just submitted a petition for advancement to Oathman. But the council never acts on petitions this quickly. Someone's arranging pieces on the game board. I know it. If a member of the house plans to spring a trap, I need to project strength. The councilors know you've assisted me in the past. If you appear before the mouths on my behalf, it puts the Magisters and I on equal footing. It might even save my life. Thank you, my friend. Be careful.
Okay, und maybe.
The guild has need of you, comrade.
Ja, mooi, we zijn bezig, comrade. Ach, is het weer zover?
My patron, Magister Gothrin, opposes any further honors for the slave girl. Oh, look. The Lizard sent a representative. Such pretensions.
Approach, emissary. You may inform your benefactress, Sun in Shadow, that the council has elected to reject her petition.
Be sure to add that all further petitions will meet the same fate. Cats and lizards have no place in our great house.
Honestly, Relasa.
Don't worry, Relasa. The emissary will give Sun and Shadow a full account of this meeting. I have no doubt. There is no greater virtue than ambition, but I'm afraid Sun and Shadow's enthusiasm has rubbed a few of our number the wrong way. Beyond the obvious? Your friend possesses a keen mind and great natural talent. But even the great House Telvanni is not above simple prejudice. The circumstances of her birth make advancement complicated. I would counsel patience, but I have no illusions. Sun and Shadow will dismiss such advice out of hand. Her dreams can only be deferred for so long. I say only this. Whatever she plans to do, make sure she does it cautiously. Yes, Relasa hates practically everyone, but she's developed a particular distaste for Sun and Shadow. I can't tell if it's truly the will of Gothrin or just a personal vendetta. Both of them revile lesser races. A perfect match if ever there was one. Sun and Shadow will stand before us again. I only hope that it's for a promotion and not something less pleasant. Believe it or not,
Sorry, I grew tired of waiting. I received more than a few sideward glances on my way over. What happened in there? Oh, I see. Maybe I was too impatient. Requested it too soon.
Ja,
Damn!
veel tussen schone zaak.
Did they give any reason? Was there anyone who spoke out against it? Of course it was Relasa. That pig has hated me from the start. Gothrin's not fond of Argonians, but this is clearly personal. Would you act as my emissary once more? If you go to Tel Arun and speak to Gothrin directly, maybe he can settle this. I'll answer what I can, of course. Most Telvanni magisters prefer to be left alone. They dislike and mistrust each other, so they appoint mouths to handle business outside their towers. Of course, the magister's wishes and the mouth's wishes often get tangled. It's imperfect. Just trust me, it's better this way. If the counselors had to deal with each other directly, there would be no peace in Vardenfell. You wouldn't jam a bunch of aelits into a pen together. Mages need room to stretch, room to breathe. I never said House Telvanni was perfect. We take the good with the bad. When I sit on the council, I'll put things right. How's that? Yes, when I achieve the rank of Oathman, I should be able to purchase a slave. I'll free Eoki and we'll toast to our success. That is what we've been working toward, right? I know that some of this feels a little unsavory, but it's necessary. A Telvanni mage doesn't have time to be troubled. Every day I learn something new. Every day I peel back one mystery to reveal another 10 beneath it. If this is the price of that kind of discovery, I'll pay it. Oh, that came out poorly. Never mind. Magister Guthrin reigns over Tel Arum, the fungal tower west of here. He has a sour reputation, but remains one of the most powerful mages in Tamriel. I never had cause to work for him, but Eoki did. He doesn't like to talk about it. I'd be lying if I said yes, but if there's anyone who could get through to him, it's you. Guthrin keeps a few pupils, henchmen more like. You probably have to get through one or two before he'll deign to speak with you. Just be careful.
Altijd.
Tel Arun's closed. You got Nick spit in your ears? Tel Arun's closed. Jog off, you fetching Nchow.
Nchow?
Yeah? Well, I need a stiff drink and a good plow, but you don't see me knocking on strangers' doors belly-aching about it. Magister Guthrin's not seeing any visitors. Not today, not tomorrow, and not next week. So shove off, go-off-face. Disobeying orders, eh? Yeah, that sounds like Relassa. Skeevy little Nick's always sliming around the tower, jamming pies in her gob and pushing us around. To do muck with her. Go ahead. But if I find out you're lying, I'll put a knife in your eye. That's it. Should have stopped it for
Maybe the restrictions in Mournhold will ease now that the temple is safe again.
Nowhere it's safe.
Aerith, Giravel, I've had enough of your excuses. Relassa made your task plain. Find those thieves.
I'm sorry, Magister. It will be done.
Whatever it is you want, talk to my cringing assistant.
Cringing assistant.
Ah, greetings. I'm sorry you had to see that. Magister Guthrin is really quite charming once you get to know him. honestly, he wouldn't have yelled if Relassa's little snoop, Captain Giravel, hadn't interfered. Ah, that. I'm sorry, but Relassa is determined to keep your Argonian from advancing. Typical. I should be Mouth. Say, I might have an idea. The thieves Muthsera Gothrin mentioned fled to Shashpilamat. Could you retrieve the goods they stole? Spoken like a true Telvanni. If you bring the goods to me in Sadrith Mora, I'll take credit for their safe return. Relassa's gone to great lengths to discredit me, you see. My Muthsera knows this. If I succeed, he'll see that I am the fitter servant. Muthsera Gothrin will undoubtedly promote me to Mouth. Then, in exchange for your help, I'll support your Argonian's petition. One good turn and all that. What do you say? I can't wait to see the look on Relassa's face when Muthsera Gothrin strips her of her title. And the groveling will be delicious. Of course. What can the future Mouth of Muthsera Gothrin help you with? A great many things, I'm sorry to say. They pilfered an ancient tome, a rare pendant, and a purse full of gold. Of course, my master was most aggrieved by the loss of several slaves. Strong workers, all. Muthsera Gothrin is sick with worry. No, of course not. I didn't mean to assume. Truth be told, I've always been a fierce but very quiet proponent of beast rights. If you return the tome, pendant, and gold, I think Muthsera Gothrin will still promote me, albeit with a heavy heart. Well, I can't say for sure, but there's a good chance the missing slaves stole Muthsera Gothrin's property before fleeing Tel Arun. Ropefish and other people smugglers sometimes accept magicked items as payment. I'm sure I wouldn't know. My master has a kind and gentle disposition, but children sometimes need discipline, yes? It would really be Slave Master Arenum's prerogative. Unfortunately, she can be irascible. You should know by now that Telvanni alliances often start as fluid affairs. Not that our relationship is fluid. What we've got going here? Rock solid. Sun and Shadow's intentions align with my own. It only makes sense that we should be partners.
Waar moet ik heen?
Take this report to Mouth Relassa, immediately.
Yes, Captain. It will be done.
maar paardje, kom op. Zie, lukt wel. Hey, bitch. Kom Piet, huppa, huppa, huppa. Ja, ja, lukt wel. Ik ben er bijna.
Who are you? You stink of incense and hookah smoke. Did that beast Gothran send you? We are not goods. Zashanti and her friends prepare to leave this cursed island. No more lashings, no more bitter food. Only the light of the moons drifting across the Topal Sea. We only took Gothran's belongings to pay the smugglers. Bright moons. This one thanks you, Walker. We stored Gothran's trinkets in crates nearby. The smugglers will groan at their absence, but we would rather face the wilds alone than go back to Tel Arun. Wait, what was that noise?
Greetings, Outlander. Cetera Relassa sends her regards. Gathering up these slaves on our own would have been exhausting.
No.
Damned cats! You lot are going back to Tel Arun. Move out!
You heard the captain. Get moving, cur.
No, Dorsha will not go! Dorsha is...
Don't kick yourself over Relasa outmaneuvering you. Trust me, you never had a chance. Of course. You didn't think she'd let that flat-headed Aerith out-nix her, did you? Oh, and don't bother looking for those other stolen goods. My troops have the situation well in hand. Thanks for all your help, Noir. So...
Ik ga lekker luiden. Oké.
The guild requests your help.
Nou, en...
Once again, it's been a pleasure. Farewell, Sun and Shadow.
There you are. I'm glad you're back. I just had a fruitful conversation with our friend Aerith. Seems that I'm not the only one Relasa's holding back. I think it might be time for a less conventional strategy. I underestimated Relasa. I see that now. She plays the game far better than I do. The only way to win a game like this is to eliminate the player. I know how it sounds. I take no pleasure in it. It's just an unfortunate necessity. Half the Telvanni hierarchy arranged an opening at some point in their rise to power. If you deal with Relasa, Aerith takes her place. It's the best play, Sarah. I knew you'd see reason. Trust me, no one deserves this fate more than Relasa. You may have a Telvanni's heart after all. Aerith told me that Relasa entered her room in the council house just a few minutes ago. Good luck, my friend. Be discreet.
Ja, ja. Die iemand vermoorden. Oh, er gaat heel veel gedonder van komen, denk ik.
If you were looking for that evil-tempered Telvanni witch, she went in...
So, the lizard thinks she can kill me? I'll have her skin for gloves. After I deal with you, of course.
It's done? Thank you, Sarah. Not many people would take a life for their friends. At least I hope we're friends. The house? It makes it difficult to tell sometimes. Aerith and I spoke just moments ago. Things should move quickly. Aerith assures me that the council will accept my petition now. So yes, I'd call this a success. Hopefully no one will give me cause to do this again in the future. Once again, you have my thanks, Sarah. I hope you will consider working with me again. I admit our handling of the Relasa situation was stressful for both of us. I hope we can move past it, though, as friends. Come visit me sometime. I'll make it up to you, all right? I bought some very fine Khajiit tea I've been dying to try. This may surprise you, but the higher I climb, and the more powerful I become, the lonelier it gets. A true Telvanni life always involves some seclusion. But I value our friendship and Ioki's affection. I'd hate to lose either of you.
Thanks for the tappy, Shahid.
Is someone there? Help! Oh, thank the aid. To oblivion with these damned mages. No amount of gold is worth this kind of treatment. Sun and Shadow asked me to come measure her for a new dress. Soon after I arrived, a pack of Telvanni thugs burst through the door and dragged her off. One of them shouted something about Tel Arun. That's all I know. Please, just set me free.
Hello? Anyone home? Oh, Scrib Jelly. I'm too late.
Sent a note to Magister Tirana Office Services. Is still remaining nightshade and store. Place order to the alchemist will not meet. Okay, we have our rumors about the Okay.
Yes, well, I came to warn Sun in Shadow, but it seems I arrived too late. I guess I should warn you too. My most benevolent master, Muthsera Gothrin, is disgruntled. Oh yes, peeved, in the extreme. Magister Gothrin promoted me to mouth, but he still grieves for Relasa. As you know, grief often gives way to anger. Apparently his gentle disposition has limits when it comes to assassinating his servants. Pity I didn't get here sooner. I thought perhaps with time his fury might abate. I'd make all haste to tell Arun if I were you. Muthsera Gothrin respects courage and candor. If you speak to him directly, you might receive better treatment. You go on ahead. I'll wait here for a bit. Best we're not seen together. No offense.
Thanks.
The guild requests your help.
Even kijken hoor. De beste manier om er te komen.
What?
The Magister is...
Eminently predictable, you and your lizard cohort. Ah, the murderer appears. I should thank you for saving me the trouble of hunting you down. Watching you peasants struggle against the inevitable is exhausting. Don't waste my time with flimsy pretense. Did you really think you could kill my mouth and get away with it? I see all. Your clumsy intrigue is no exception. If you wish to save your life and that of your friend, you will perform a task for me.
Blackmail.
Magister Otheri made a discovery some weeks ago. A relic, or some dwarven device, perhaps. He refuses to share the details, so I am compelled to take those details by force. Steal his notes from Tel Naga, and deliver them to my new mouth, Aerith. Magisters care little for the limits of morality, me least of all. I try to avoid turning people into shambling masses of screeching tumors, but in this case I could make an exception. At the very least, your scaled friend will die in chains. That depends on what information you retrieve. If it's useful, we can discuss the terms of the lizard's freedom. That's as much of a promise as you'll get from me. Be grateful I am giving you a chance to rectify the wrong you've done me.
Ja, dan krijg ik zo meteen weer een bounty aan mijn kont omdat ik iets ga stelen.
What's this? I don't like
I'm quite
uninvited
sure you
guests.
weren't invited up here. Off you go.
Hey.
I'm quite sure you weren't invited up here. Off you go.
Up,
What's this? I don't like uninvited guests.
Come, do your trading here.
Oh, ik weet al wat ik moet doen. Ik heb een cloak. Wacht even hoor. Hoe moet ik die gebruiken dan?
Buying, selling, trading.
even zoeken hoor. Niet dat ik dat ding heb weggegooid.
I've got what you need. No charge to have a look.
Yeah.
Come, do your trading here.
Only the finest wares here.
Selling, buying, trading right here.
Goeie. Gewoon dat die shit er weggooit. Fuck's sake.
Honest trade honors the three.
Ik weet niet hoe ik dat ga doen, maar...
What is it?
What's this? I don't like uninvited guests.
Ah, fuck it. Heb ik hem? Volgens mij wel. Nee. Ja man, ik heb hem.
There you are! I knew my master would show you mercy. Do you have something for me? Well done. I think my master wants to speak with you himself. try not to make him angry, all right?
Looks John.
Well, it's about time. Come, servant. You retrieved the journal. That was competent. Ah, yes, this is Otheri's journal. His penmanship has gotten even worse. So, it's a dwarven artifact then. A merged tonal prism. My, that does sound intriguing. Seems he tucked it away in his Kwama mine, Zalkin Sul. You will fetch it for me. I said nothing of the sort. If your work pleases me, I may deign to release your friend and forget your misdeeds. But make no mistake, Noir. I've given you no word to keep. Go to Zalkin Sul, acquire the prism, then bring it to me.
Hij wilde al drama maken terwijl ik hier live ben.
Oh, where am... Oh dear. Just give me a moment. Well, that could have gone worse. Ugh. Channeling spells always gives me dry mouth. Isn't that weird? Oh yes, I mean, Muthsera Gothrin expects unwavering obedience, but on the whole, it's been a delight. I know he's treated you poorly, but isn't his candor refreshing? I can't begrudge you that. Were I in your position, I'd probably need a good sulk too. Not that you're sulky or anything. Oh, you know what I mean. About as much as you, I wager. Kwama nest there, tending to their eggs and what have you. It probably smells bad, too. Well, the Zalkin Sul cave network strays very close to an ancient dwarven stronghold called Zonchant. Otheri's miners might have stumbled upon an entrance to the ruin, so keep an ear out for clanking. I can't begrudge you that. Were I in your position, I'd probably need a good sulk too. Not that you're sulky or anything. Oh, you know what I mean.
Lekker broodje aan het eten,
you need something?
Yes, yes.
Sure is. You looking for work? Nah, you're the adventurous type. Only time you'll lift a pick is to bash in some beastie's skull, am I right? Of course I am. What brings you out here to the arse end of nowhere?
The arse end of nowhere.
Well, it isn't locked. Go ahead and take a peek. Might want to keep it quiet, though. Don't want O'Terry's guards spotting you, trust me. They keep things locked down tighter than my fat auntie's bodice. Sure, I've got a few minutes. Yeah, who am I kidding? I've got plenty of time. What do you want to know?
Die gozer is grappig, man.
Other than O'Terry's guards, we have cave-ins every now and then. Unruly slaves and such. Then there's Mazanchand. But I'm sure you're not interested in that.
Geen idee wat het is, joh.
Ash, getting your eyes on the way here? You can't miss those gloomy old dwarf towers. The way I hear it, Mazanchand ruins cut right under the mine. Plenty of treasure down there just waiting to be plucked. Well, that's what I've heard, anyway. Just stretching my legs. And keeping an eye out for Magister O'Terry. You know these Telvanni, always barging in without warning and throwing their weight around. Come to think of it, he's been visiting more often than usual. I wonder why. Yeah. Well, honestly, I mostly just act like I'm working. Pace the same and you sweat a lot less. Stuck-up dark elves, ash storms, slave labor pushing down wages. What's not to like? I shouldn't bellyache. It is what it is, and I need the coin. Got to take the opportunities where you find them.
Oh, jee. Nou, gaan we even naar binnen. Oh, ook nog trespass. Dan krijg ik nog een dikke vette bounty straks op mijn kont ook nog. Ai. Goeie mensen. Hallo.
I did not want to call the guard, but you forced my hand.
Free. You'll pay for that.
Crouch outside an entrance. Zijn. Daar gewoon deurloop. Gewoon deurloop. Huppakee. Hier, 80. Ik heb al 80 aan mijn kont. Maar mee. Wat doen?
Crazy machine, eh? Figured you'd find it quickly enough. I knew you weren't interested in Kwama Caves. One of those black-hearted magisters sent you to filch this thing, am I right? I've got a proposition. I can tell you what little I know and give you a key to Mazanchand. In exchange, you give me any notes you find in there. Anything about how it was built, what it does, anything. Got a nice offer from an interested party. So we got the deal. The parts you need are somewhere in Mizanchent, but I'm not sure where. I spent a lot of time watching Oteri. From what I can tell, you'll need a crank, a spur gear, one of the smaller pistons, and some kind of handle. Sure. I've been keeping a sharp eye on Oteri ever since he set up shop in here. I still don't know what the damn thing does, but I'll tell you what I can. Prism? Oh, right. Now I see it. I guess he found it in the ruin, yeah? All kinds of dwarven antiques in there, along with the parts you need. I think he hides the pieces to keep us from nabbing the crystal, the paranoid old skeever. Sorry, but I skipped school the day they taught dwarf machine magic. Got no idea, friend. I could hazard a guess. Looks a little like my pa's old jaw harp. So maybe it makes music or something. Some kind of death music, I bet. You damn dwarfs. A rascal like me has to look out for his own interests, right? Oteri dropped his key a few days back. I grabbed it and made a wax mold while he wasn't looking. Didn't take long to make a rough copy. You've got to jiggle it a bit, but it works. Prism? Oh, right. Now I see it. I guess he found it in the ruin, yeah? All kinds of dwarven antiques in there, along with the parts you need. I think he hides the pieces to keep us from nabbing the crystal, the paranoid old skeever. Sorry, but I skipped school the day they taught dwarf machine magic. Got no idea, friend. I could hazard a guess. Looks a little like my pa's old jaw harp. So maybe it makes music or something. Some kind of death music, I bet. Damn dwarf.
Ja.
Don't let some dwarven trap.
Ja. Die dingen. Een beetje late reactie. Of diggy. That's the gear. Hoor. Hey, thanks. I sell a dragon for the tappy. How you guys doing?
Oh yeah. Nog eentje. Ik snel de achterdeur dicht doen.
So, any luck? Sure, Bones, you were gone a long time. Had me a little worried. But here you are, all in one piece. So, don't keep me in suspense. You find those notes I asked for?
Yes,
Let's see. Oh, yeah. This is just the thing. You're all right, Bear Cub. Once I pawn this gibberish off, it's chill winds all the way back to Skyrim. I'll finally breathe crisp mountain air again. Not lungfuls of ash and guama spit. Wait until I leave to unlock that thing, all right? I'm not anxious to see what happens when you pull that crystal, prism, whatever.
Dat gaan we nou zien. Nee, Stitchie.
Run! The mine's collapsed! The Kwama are... What is this thing? Never mind! Get out of here, through the east mine!
Dankjewel Frans Duif voor het tappie. Goedenavond. Serieus? Dat gaat. Ik zou het nog doodmaken ook. Waar ben je? Pam pam pam. Ah, mijn bounty wordt ook al wat lager, gelukkig. Ik dacht al veel zoveel bounty moeten betalen, joh. Oh, ik ga de verkeerde kant op. Ik ga de verkeerde kant op. Ja. Pam pam pam. Ik moest hierin. Oh, wel pad blijven. Kijk maar. Up, party, up. Schier weg, joh. Laat me rennen. Die wil ik aan.
Stop.
Ja.
I have no choice but to follow. The scales have been balanced.
Oh, ik heb de afslag gemist. Zo is dit, mevrouwtje moet echt eventjes de beentjes strekken. Dankjewel, kerel. Oké, dan moet ik daar dus.
You didn't get yourself killed? That's promising. Ugh, what's that I smell? Grease and kwama dung? Let's make this quick, Noir. I won't have you soiling my rugs any longer than necessary. The prism. Do you have it? Well, that is a surprise. I do hope this isn't some cheap forgery, for your sake. Ah, some kind of merged tonal prism. A lively one, too. Fascinating. I do hope that fool Otheri didn't damage it. He's almost as clumsy as you. Vexhead, do you still labor under the delusion that you have some power in this place? Oh, it's hardly worth discussing. I've grown tired of our little chats. You completed the task I set before you. You can have your lizard back.
Mooi zo. Er is dan. Okay.
Sarah, I cannot thank you enough for helping me. I wasn't sure if I'd ever leave Tel Arun alive. I'm sorry. I know I've asked too much of you. Sage advice. I've had my fill of schemes for now. I planned it. I always thought my worst humiliations were behind me. I guess I was wrong. Yes, well, I will be languishing in Gothrin's slave pens. Just, it took me back to darker times. Reminded me of the risks and my good fortune up to this point. Perhaps I've been pushing too hard. I have a great deal to think about. I'll return to Sadrith Mora and continue my studies. Talk to Ioki. Bury myself in a good novel. Come and visit. It would be great just to sit and talk for a while as friends. I still owe you that cup of tea, right?
It's true. No rest for the weary.
Geluid doen, ja.
Comrade, a word.
You return escaping Khajiit to that beast Gothrin. And now I hear about our eggkin crushed in the Zalkin Sul mine. I thought I understood you, but I do not.
Ioki, wait! I'm trying to be strong enough for the both of us. Ioki berated me because the Zalkin Sul cave-in killed some miners. You stole the prism to save us from Magister Gothrin. I suffered humiliation in a cage while you did what was necessary. Is that so wrong? No, of course not. I care deeply for Ioki. I want to help him, but I can't save everyone. I serve House Telvanni. I am Telvanni. He must understand that the house traditions may bend, but they will not break. I've never seen him so angry. I certainly hope not. But if he's lost faith in our plan, anything's possible. Ioki won't listen to me, but he might still heed your counsel. Would you talk to him? The Magisters will only tolerate so much defiance. If he makes another attempt...
Ik ga wel met hem praten. Don't worry. Be happy.
I knew she would send you. Know that I do not blame you for your role in all this. We are, both of us, victims of Telvanni lies. This place deadens the soul, pure and impure alike. Now, let me guess. My heart sent you to counsel patience, yes? No Saxliel reaches for a branch beyond their grasp, but all the waiting, all the compromises. My patience rushes downriver. My companions and I must get a message to the ropefish. Will you help? The ropefish are people smugglers, led by an orc named Kartag. I had hoped to work with him directly. Unfortunately, we must deal with one of his lieutenants, Bothamul. You must deliver the message before our distraction can begin. We can discuss the distraction soon. First, we cast the lure and hook the fish. Go to the inn and look for an orc named Atarga. Approach her, say, Vasamsi mine, and give her this payment. Deal only with Atarga. His to protect you. Ask what you wish, but speak quickly. I feel the slave master's eyes on me. It is a forgetting place, where the noblest slaves labor until they die. That beast, Gothrin, hires thugs and murderers to guard it. They whip and kick and curse without restraint, without mercy. We aim to free those slaves. If I were, we would not have met. No one ever leaves Vasamsi. Even so, some of my friends are imprisoned there. I thought if Sun and Shadow freed me quickly, I could snatch them up on the way out of Vardenfell. Now I see that she does not care. There was a time when that made a difference, but now it does not. My spines wilt at the idea of leaving her, but she does not understand me. Slave-born Lukiel cannot hear the hist. She does not know me. She does not even know herself. They have a good reputation for getting the job done, as long as you have the gold to pay. Bothamul asks a high price, but we have few choices. We pooled our resources. Many small fish can feed a whale, yes? The Telvanni see us as beasts, almost too stupid to push a broom. We use that to our advantage. I never thought I would be a thief, but given the circumstance, I feel no remorse. The primary contact between the slaves of Sadrith Mora and the ropefish. She drinks like an eel, but we trust her. That is more than I can say for some of the other smugglers around here.
Okay. Okay.
The guild has need of you, comrade.
Maybe you've had enough, Sujama.
How much has she had? Sujama kicks like a bow-legged Echater. Let her sleep it off.
Come on, Atarga. Aim for the stairs.
So many stairs. Wait, I was supposed
I don't like drinking with strangers. Tusk off. Atarga's drunk as sanguine on Sundas. Won't get nothing but puke and bad jokes out of her. She told me why she was here. Dragging a few slaves across the border, eh? You give me the payment and I'll let the boss know. Savvy? Fine. Lug that gold to Bothamul yourself. No skin off my tusks. Camp's near Gothrin's place. Tell Arun. I'll even mark your map, seeing as we're fit to be partners soon. Keep your gob shut about Atarga getting sauced, eh? One headache's enough.
My friend, over here. Well, this is a coincidence. I came for a bottle of dry white. What brought you here? Have you spoken to Ioki yet? No! Yes, forgive me. I just couldn't keep pacing around the house gnawing my claws. Is Ioki all right? What did he say? He's not planning to do something foolish, is he? Vasamsi? You mean Gothrin's slave prison? What in the name of... I know he distrusts me now, but you can't let him do this. If the truth of our relationship gets back to the council, I'll go to the mine. Maybe I can talk him out of this. I won't keep you.
Okay.
There's an urgent task for you.
Oh, oh.
Should have given me that gold at the inn, runt.
From the sides! Circle around!
Yeah, you need something? If not, you might want to clear off. We're doing a little business here, and it ain't exactly legal. Indisposed. Fancy talk for drunk as a boiled owl, right?
Thanks for the tap.
Moloch's jawbone. She loves her drink, but she always stays sober on the job. Something stinks here. Maybe we should call this off. Logdabash. I bet my left tusk on it. I hope you gave her and that witless pig Hasbor a good kick in the teeth. We're better off without them. So let's get on with this. You with Yoki and his friends? Good. I should ask for a lot more than this. Vasamsi makes the inside of a Wamsu look
Niet gierig zijn, hè, kerel.
But a deal's a deal.
There you are. Your presence warms my scales, egg friend. Our companions in the mine know we are coming. We equipped ourselves as best we could. Now we strike. First, we must deal with the guards, especially the ones who linger near the entrance. If they raise the alarm, the slave master will descend on us like a hungry hackwing. Renisi thinks we should knock them out. Osri suggests we show no mercy. Renisi acquired a crate of powder bombs. Toss one near a guard and they should fall unconscious. Killing less guards might lessen the Magister's fury, making it easier to escape. But who knows? Free our friends and watch out for the guard captain. Osri spent many long weeks in the dry box beneath Tel Arun. Some of his closest friends died here in Vasamsi. His spines bristle with thoughts of revenge. I do not blame him. Slay the guards, free our people, and watch out for the guard captain. Renisi acquired a crate of powder bombs. Toss one near a guard and they should fall unconscious. Killing less guards might lessen the Magister's fury, making it easier to escape. But who knows? Free our friends and watch out. Osri spent many long weeks in the dry box beneath Tel Arun. Some of his closest friends died here in Vasamsi. His spines bristle with thoughts of revenge. I do not blame him. Slay the guards, free our people, and watch out for the guard captain. Renisi acquired a crate of powder bombs. Toss one near a guard and they should fall unconscious. Killing less guards might lessen the Magister's fury, making it good. I will follow you and help steer slaves toward the exit. If all goes as planned. Sun in shadow?
Ioki, the way we left things was... Please don't go.
I must. You and I share a heart, but our souls chur different songs. This cannot last. But before you go, you must see how your Telvanni treat our kin. Please, come into the mine and see how they live, how they die.
Fine. I will do this for you, but then I must go.
Ioki, be careful. We'll keep an eye out for any movement from Tel Arun.
Proceed with caution, egg friend. The guard captain lurks nearby. I can feel it.
Ioki, what are you doing? Are those bodies?
Come, see how your Telvanni masters treat their slaves.
Intruders! Ioki, this is
slave
madness!
master!
You get me killed!
Ga slapen dan.
The slaves are revolting! To arms! Cut them down!
Rally, my friends. Make your escape.
I want to leave, now!
Ja, mag ik er nou wel in?
Do not be afraid. I will make sure you reach the boat safely.
Boat? I'm not getting on any boat.
Hart, you are coming with us. In time, you will thank me.
How dare you!
Hey,
Help!
wat doe je,
I'm
kut?
being kidnapped!
I'm trying to save you.
Thanks, Zed, for the tappy.
The leaders of this pathetic revolt.
Wait, you fool!
You will
I'm
pay
a Telvanni
dearly.
mage. They were kidnapping me.
Ja, moet ik je doodmaken?
I can't believe what just happened. That filthy elf was going to kill me. A Telvanni mage. And Ioki sought to drag me off like a prisoner. How could he do such a thing? Has he lost his mind? I will, of course I will. I just need a moment to think. I could let him go. Perhaps I should. But why? He brings me joy and comfort, doesn't he? When he's not kidnapping me, that is. Why would I give that up if I didn't have to? Maybe. But if I let him go, I'll never see him again. The one person who truly cares about me. Gone. No more silly hissed poems. No more wildflower bouquets. Nothing. He'll forgive me. It will just take time, right? Please. Ioki, you can leave if you want. I won't
Ja,
stop
laat hem vrij, man, kut. Goed gedaan.
The house will betray you, Sun and Shadow. On that day, I hope you think of what we could have had.
I need a moment. We can talk outside.
May your soul return to the Hist, my friend.
We can mourn later, Ioki. We have to go.
Go. I will follow in a moment.
I feel as if my heart is breaking. How could I let him leave me? I suppose I did, but it brings me no joy. Little wonder that other members of my house do the wrong thing so often. Thank you for all you've done, Sarah. I will never forget your loyalty and friendship. I'll need to keep my lies straight. I see a long, grueling audience with the council ahead of me.
Yeah, letting it go.
I try to pick up the pieces of my broken heart and continue my studies. Letting Ioki go was agony, but you were right. This is better for both of us. I spent so much time trying to earn his affection and prove my loyalty. Now I can truly focus. The game, my role in the house, my future as a magister, all of it. Perhaps when I've reached my full potential, I'll seek Ioki out again, see the world, you know. Until then, I live the life of a Telvanni. I'll need to keep my lives.
Okay, next.
You mean to spend some time in Voss? I wouldn't linger if I were you. You don't have scales or fur, so you should be safe for a time. But if Savarak and his lackeys smell a whiff of danger on you, they'll put a knife in your back by supper time. The new wizard magistrate. When Mistress Dratha fell ill, House Telvanni put Savarak in charge of Voss. It was all honey and orchids for a time, but not anymore. The people are desperate for Dratha to return. I'm beginning to lose hope. Openly? No. Some work against him in secret, but he sicks his black snail mercenaries on anyone who opposes him publicly. Don't believe me? Ask him yourself. He covets Telmora Tower, but until Dratha dies, he holds court in the Gathering House. Keep your wits around Savarak. He's slippery as a slaughterfish, and twice as deadly. He's a member of House Telvanni, like Mistress Dratha. Mistress Dratha is powerful but reclusive. Savarak's a little more ambitious. Technically, yes. Luckily, Mistress Dratha's mouth, Lane Sadri, has been working against him in secret. We're lucky to have her. Savarak can sniff out a conspiracy like a Nixox sniffs out truffles. Without Lane, we'd probably be dead already. She's one of the oldest, most powerful Telvanni counselors and the ruler of nearby Telmora, the great fungal tower just across the river. She ruled Voss and lands beyond until she fell ill. Some people think it's just old age. I'm not so sure. 1,000 times yes. Our mistress has a mixed reputation. Outsiders often say she is cold and calculating. That may be, but I don't mind. She cares for us from a distance, intervening only when necessary. She respects our freedom. We pray for her recovery every day. If Dratha dies, I fear that Voss will die with her.
Oh.
Keep your wits around Savarak.
Okay.
I do hope you'll forgive my candor, but I must ask, what brings a bumbling outlander to my gathering house? Do you fancy yourself a Telvanni mage? No, I think not. You may take your leave. Immediately. Ah, I see the Noir is well informed. If you know that I am Savarak, you must also know that I rule Voss as its wizard magistrate. Do you bring me some petition, or is this just a social visit? Have a care how you speak, Outlander. It is true that certain of Voss's citizens have struggled during this period of transition, but I'm hardly to blame. They've taken Dratha's illness very hard. It's led to idleness and crude insubordination. Someone has to. Dratha's mouth, Lane Sardry, refuses to assist me. She just lurks by her mistress's bedside in Telmora, scheming and fomenting unrest. People in crisis require a firm hand. If that offends your gentle sensibilities, move on.
Well?
What is it?
I'll check in on her again in the morning. For now, just get some rest, eh? You look awful.
Yes, thank you, Manuel. And please let me know straight away if you make any progress on a cure.
Of course. And I meant what I said. Sleep, Lane.
Yes, yes. And who might you be? It takes some pluck to enter a Telvanni tower uninvited. Impressive. I'm Lane Sadri, mouth to the glorious Mistress Drotha. What is it you want, Outlander? The situation? The catastrophe, more like. Savarak and his black snail mercenaries are strangling the life out of that town. I do what I can, but Savarak has the support of the council. My hands are firmly tied. You, on the other hand... Savarak won the support of the council shortly after my mistress fell ill. I've always known him to be clever and enterprising, but all this wealth and muscle, that's new. Despots rule with swords and coin. Savarak has an abundance of both. I don't, but I think we can find some answers in Savarak's manse. He's turned the old Berino house into a palace and a fortress. If you break in and find some evidence of corruption, I might be able to turn the council against him. This can't possibly be the first time someone's asked you to snoop through a wizard's manse. Just look for anything that seems out of place. Official documents often provide clues on this sort of thing. Letters too. You'll know it when you see it. I wish I knew. Our resident herbalist, Menwendel, has been developing on a variety of cures. She's capable, brilliant even, but my confidence wanes. We know the illness deadens the mind and causes rigors in the limbs, but beyond that, we're stumped.
Okay.
What is it?
I hate being afraid.
Bounty tide. Nou, niet best als dat een persoonlijke bewaker is. Waar is die andere? Ja, ja.
You have your crimes, and I have my orders. Now pay up! Next time, commit your crimes elsewhere.
Nee.
What do you want?
You're back? I admit I didn't expect you to return. Forgive me. It's hard to know who to trust these days. It seems you actually do mean to help us. Did you find anything? Honestly, what kind of idiot leaves this many documents lying about? Still nothing about my mistress's illness. Damn. Well, what do we know? House Talalu is bankrolling Savarov's operation. His wealth and mercenaries arrive via Selville Island.